Number 13.
What happened to number 10? Postponed, all right.
Deferred.
Number 13, we have a public hearing to consider a zone change from general commercial to R10 Murray Drive, tax map number 076-01 through 41 through 39. Proof of publication of Richard Keene to the newspapers, that notification was to be published, and proof of posting to Town Clerk Tracy M. Castleman, and also posted on the bulletin board for proper time. Wayne.
These are 3 parcels along Murray Drive, adjacent to the marina. They are, one of them is vacant. Private person came in, he wanted to put a house on it, and he realized that it was on commercial. The 2 other parcels are zoned commercial but have residences on them, and probably should be zoned residential, and that's why we requested the change to residential for the 3 parcels.
Basically, we're trying to clean up the zone.
Yeah.
Open the public hearing at this time. Solicit comments from those who are in favor of the zone change. Would you come forward, please? Give us your name and address.
Yeah, my name's Barry Zalesnik, and I happen to be one of the people involved. And the other party is the vacant lot is my neighbor, and I'm hoping that he's able to put his house there. I lived there for 28 years, and they never knew until he wanted to build a house there that I'm zoned commercial. And so I'm glad that it's finally getting straightened out.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who'd like to speak in favor? Give your name and address, please.
Walt Waltham, I own the vacant lot next to Barry.
You're the one who wants it, Jim.
Yes. More than he does. And I've been hopefully be able to build pretty soon if everybody approves it. I appreciate everything you guys have done for me.
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone else who'd like to speak in favor?
As a planning board chair, I'm very familiar with that area, and it would be tough if somebody came to us and said, I want to put in a store, which they would have to legal right to today, because it would be out of place in that neighborhood. Okay.
Mark here on 7521 Murray Drive across the street. There's never really been, since we've lived there 4 years, a business on that lot. The other 2 have been homes, as far as I know. I also have, if you'd like, a letter from my neighbor,
Sure.
John Fogarty next door.
Enter it into the record. We'll see if he's in favor or against.
Who's in favor? He couldn't be here tonight, it's his wife's birthday.
There are priorities.
You could also, you're correct. Mr. Fogarty is also in favor of the zone change. Thank you. I'll solicit comments from those who are opposed to the zone change. I'll close the public hearing at this time. Solicit town board comments.
Well, I know when Don Broadhead built that down there, he had the 3 lots on that side, he had the canal on the back, and they were supposed to have been residential lots back in 1961. And how they got zoned commercial, I don't know, because that was, he figured he was going to get a lot of money for them lots because they were on the canal. So I am for changing the zone to residential.
Would you like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Sorry, the town board member should have received a short environmental assessment form that would declare that rezoning these properties will have no significant environmental impact. If you're agreeable with that, we can move on that as presented first.
Motion to approve is presented.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Ms. Tarwacki?
Yes.
Mr. Rovak?
Yes.
Mr. Corral?
Yes.
Mr. Buzinski?
Yes. Now would you like to make a motion? Bert? For the zone change.
I will make a motion for the zone change.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Ms. Tarwacki?
Yes.
Mr. Rovak?
Yes.
Mr. Corral?
Yes.
Mr. Buzinski?
Yes. Good luck. Thank you very much.
And you won't have to go back to the zoning board.
Number 14, we have a public hearing to amend local law 154-1 code pertaining to solicitor's license. I approve the publication of the Richard Keene and Eagle newspapers as the notification was indeed published, and approve the postage from Town Clerk Tracy Ann Costelman that the notice was posted on the bulletin board at the proper time. Wayne?
We've been working on this in the office, Joe, Heather, myself, and this is, and Tracy. This is something that really hasn't been addressed in the code, and we're trying to clean it up and give the town a little more control over these solicitors that come in. We've broken it apart into two separate codes, or two separate laws, if you want. One is for solicitors that go to door, and the other is for people that, such as the hot dog salesman down the street that's in a fixed location temporarily. So,
Will he have to come and get a permit?
yes, it was. Well, he's already got one, and I believe he's grandfathered by what's there
Yeah, the
now.
law says that anybody who's, established prior to when this is adopted is grandfathered, but would have to work with, yes.
How about the ice cream man who drives around?
That,
He's gonna have to have a permit then?
yes, that is covered.
Okay. How about the Jehovah's Witnesses?
Charitable solicitors are exempted.
That's okay.
And not-for-profits?
Yes.
Like the Boy Scout, if they do a chicken barbecue or whatever else, something like that.
All right.
Or,
Just right.
the band that's selling candy bars or magazines or something there also.
Girl Scout cookies.
Yes.
Anything
Okay,
else, Wayne?
all right.
No.
Open the public hearing at this time. Solicited comments are in favor.
I think it's a good idea. From a taxpayer's point of view, not necessarily from a board's point of view, but I think it's a good idea because, I don't know, it seems in my neighborhood we get all kinds of people coming around.
Is there anyone else who'd like to speak in favor?
Yeah, Chad, I would like to speak in favor of it. It does two things. One is that it improves the application process. In the past, we would get several names, we'd run records checks, all the photo IDs would be on one piece of paper, and they would not individually have to fill out an application for a license indicating whether or not they've ever been arrested or charged with any crime or felony. And also, they did not in the past sign over a waiver for us to run a criminal history check on them individually. So this application process and plus hopefully the fee charge will make it much more efficient for us to run the records check, and also liability issues against the town for running them. The second part is the enforcement part. In the past, we've had solicitors going door to door. Everyone that comes to my door ends up talking to a police officer. I call one right over due to the fact that they don't carry a license with them. Most of them don't have photo IDs with them, and if they say who they are, they could be anybody. And what this process will do will require each individual solicitor for that organization to carry a license, and attached to that license a photo ID of that individual to say that the person on that license is the person who they say they are. We can look and be able to identify the person right there. So from a safety perspective, we're protecting the residents of the town.
And accountability both to the town and to the residents.
Exactly.
Is there anyone else who'd like to speak in favor? Anyone would like to speak in opposition? Oppose the public hearing at this time. Solicit town board comments.
I think it's a good thing that we do it.
Would like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion that we put the new definition of Article 154-1.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Ms. Tarwacki?
Yes.
Mr. Ryback?
Yes.
Mr. Corral?
Yes.
Mr. Dudzinski?
Yes.
Can I piggyback on that very quickly? There was also a schedule of recommended fees that we put together that was going to be hopefully adopted by separate resolution. If the town board is in agreement with those fees as presented to you, if you would be willing to adopt them as well right now. Tracy can include them in full in the minutes.
Yep. Do you want to read them off?
Sure. If you'd like.
For Article 1, hawkers, peddlers, solicitors, 30-day license is $50, renewal license is $15, replacement 15, individual criminal background check $10 per individual. And then Article 2 for food vendors, for a 3-day license is $50, 120-day license $200, renewal license $15, replacement license $15, and the same individual background check $10. I'll make a motion to approve those fees as presented.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Ms. Tarwacki?
Yes.
Mr. Wagner?
Yes.
Mr. Coro?
Yes.
Mr. Kaczynski?
Yes.